when I went to pick up my daughter, let's find out what happened. You know, I get prepared. I mean, God gives me hints. He reminds me of things. So what I did, I took some court papers, the divorce decree, uh, the docket, the case, the whole divorce case, the one I showed the docket and I explained it here, as immigration has a copy of it. So, I mean, the Finnish immigration has a copy of it. So I go there. Okay, that's my daughter, mother. Okay, let's go. It's about 2 o'clock in the morning. She said, no, I don't want to go. I want to stay. I said, why did you call me? She said, I don't want to go. I want to stay here. I said, oh. So I said, the chance that I came all the way, so I'll sit with my children a little bit. So my other two boys were there. 2 o'clock in the morning. My first boy, Omar, was not there. Was not there. See, they destroyed the family. So I'm sitting with my children. And here comes the police. What's going on? They told me, you must leave. I said, I don't live here. You threw me out. My daughter called me. She wanted to come pick her up. So I came and tired, sitting talking to them. And I will leave. No, you have to leave now. So what's going on? They told me, your ex-wife does not want you here. I said, look, there's no ex-wife, because her divorce is null and void. And that's what I told the Finnish immigration about my marital status. I said, my wife has judicial order that's illegal. She doesn't have legal order or legal judgment. She has judicial. You see, every legal order is judicial order, but not every judicial order is legal. How is that? Every bright, yellow bright, not every yellow bright is gold, but every gold is yellow bright. So for the judicial order to be legal, it must be in compliance with the law. That is in violation of the law, in violation of the due process of the law. So what I did, you know how many police came? I think 4 police plus a sergeant. But none of them showed up in court except one. Except one, only one. Only one showed up later in court. I told him, look, you see this docket? It says there's a marital settlement agreement. It means there is some kind of agreement. I have some kind of right in this property. So if what you call ex-wife, my ex-wife, tell her to bring that settlement agreement. It says, you know, presented and incorporated into the divorce decree. So he talked to her. He came back. He said, no, no agreement. I said, but here it says there's an agreement. Where's the agreement? He said, well, she has a divorce decree says that she has the whole property. I said, under which law? That's illegal. Illegal. He said, the divorce decree. I said, tell her to bring the divorce decree. Tell her to bring it. She must show you the divorce decree. Not just that, she must show you a certified copy of that divorce decree for you to act upon. But you know, they know my story. They know my story. Then he says, well, that's the divorce decree. You have to leave. I said, look, I'm tired. Let me talk to my children a little bit. You know, I'm sitting with my children. She is upstairs. I don't care about her. So I just went to talk to the children, and then I was going to leave. And I said, look, another thing. I said, you see this divorce decree? You see the signature of the judge? He looked at it. I'm talking to him now, to the sergeant. He's not stupid. He knows. But you know, in the USA, they act stupid. They kill you acting stupid. And then what they plead? Richmond versus Shihab. Okay. So I said, look at the signatures. He said, okay. I said, look at the signatures of the same judge. Do they match? He looked. He was astonished to see that they don't match. Then he told me, I said, do they match? Tell me that they match. He smiled. They don't match. Forged signature of Judge O'Leary. And this, we'll talk about it. It's part of this. So he said, you have to leave. If you don't leave, we will charge you for trespass. Criminal trespass. On what? My property. Imagine criminal trespass. Okay. I have an order of protection against my wife. You know, they asked me in the immigration. They said, when you went over there, was there an order of protection against your restraining order? I said, no. Actually, I have a restraining order against her. She shouldn't be in the house with the children, if you go by the law. But anybody look at it, she had not even void order of protection that time. So they told me, if you don't leave, we'll arrest you and you'll be charged with trespass, criminal trespass to property. I said, that's excellent. You will be doing me a favor. So I will go to the court before the jury and I'll show them that this is my property. So I'm going to take my property back. So I kept sitting with my children. He kept talking. I said, listen. Then what I did, I picked up my phone and I called the FBI. You know, my buddies, the FBI. I told them, they are violating my rights, my civil rights, my constitutional rights. Talk to them. This is what's going on. So they talked. They told me give the phone to the sergeant. So they talked to the sergeant. The sergeant gave me the phone back. Hello. FBI hung up and he told me, you have to leave. What they did, they jumped on me. They picked me up off the couch. They threw me on the floor. They jumped on my back, handcuffed me in front of my children. They scratched my face on the carpet. They almost broke my back. I have back injury from work. They handcuffed me without telling me, you are under arrest. You have the right to remain silent. They didn't tell me anything. They didn't give me any instruction. Just like what they did with my son. Remember those videos? With the admission of the sergeant that they didn't tell him you are under arrest. They didn't read him his Miranda rights. This is typical. This is USA. That's what they did to me. So I couldn't walk. They hurt my back. So they carried me to the, what? To the police car. And they took me to the station. Took me to the station. Picture, you know, they like my picture. So they took my picture, fingerprints, and they made the paper charging me with what? Criminal trespass to property. That's class 4 felony. And what? Resisting arrest. You know this resisting arrest? Just like the ketchup you put on every hamburger. The ketchup over there. Resisting arrest. And we're going to see how they lost in that case. And until today, they want me back on this. Resisting arrest. What happened to the class 4 felony of a trespass? It's not there. It didn't reach the court. You know? They will not do it. This is the USA. Welcome to the USA.